Can I interest you too in some cotton candy, perhaps? Hmm? Mother Trucker. Mother Trucker. Could I interest you? I have some ice cream too. But if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You. The killer. It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Miles Sitworth. What are you doing here? Just as I said, I'm selling cotton candy. Can I really not interest you in some parting clouds? It's called very apt. Sweeter than death itself. And so delicious. You'll see, you'll feel you're parting the clouds en route to heaven. He's the last person on Earth I'd accept cotton candy from. I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet? It hasn't been fully resolved yet. Obviously, there's more to this case. Have you been watching us this whole time? Watching you? No. I think I prefer to have been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point. How are the two things any different? And what does he want with us? The president's murder. Was that you? Oh no, my contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. The man whom no one could kill. Notorious as he's stubborn, despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. Certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time his bodyguards were nowhere to be found. And after Mr. Rook died to save him too. As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without good reason. But there's something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention. Thanks to... What does that mean? The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target. A betrayal of trust, which I won't soon forgive them. So the killer is not involved in the kidnapping? That is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person. So you're talking about whoever it was that killed the president. And who is this person, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, come on now. I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of question. You just said your contract elapsed, doofus. I'd hardly stay in business for long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in free time. And what are you gonna do when you find them? Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course. What? Are you saying... What's gonna happen to them? They're going to die, Kay. I think you can imagine. Well, he hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up. But I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There is something you ought to know. Our mutual friend, Wahida Karnas, he escaped 3 days ago. Oh. What? Three nights ago, to be precise, his cell was simply empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit. Wait, the killer went to visit Karnas in prison. Does that mean he's the person the killer is looking for? No, I'd better not take up any more of your time. We've seen one another soon enough, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run into our targets on the ground and in. First the killer, now Karnas. Two assassins on the loose. Huh? That sound. It's just Gavel's cell phone. Could it be Sean? How is it going, Miles? So they know we have her phone. Whoever it is using a voice changer. Who is this? It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course. Red raincoat. You're the one who abducted Kay. Bingo. You've well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. I can't hear Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. Where's the speakerphone button? I was surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball. Hey, I'm standing right here, you know. But never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made a big bad chairman winner kill Miss Little Rosie Ringer. What? Must be the person the killer was talking about. I also called to say thank you. I neither want nor need your thanks. Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right, I abducted Kay, as you put it. But why would I do that? That's right, because I needed you to help me make sure Winner got caught. No. If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. And if you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. I just had a thought come across my brain. What if Eustace is acting the fool? What if he's just acting a fool and he's actually the mastermind of everything? Is that a possibility? I don't know. But I need to toss this out there, so like if I need to make sure this one's out there, because this one's a wild theory. If it's true, oh my goodness, I called it. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winner who kidnapped Judge Gavel's boy. How do you know about that? You and a good judge are more simple than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. They know an awful lot. How could they possibly know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple, at least. Because sweet, innocent little Sean is here with me right now. What? No. Oh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. I don't know why, because you should have seen that coming. If only I could see your faces. Well, Kay, what do you say? Why don't you come steal him back, just like you said you would? You wouldn't want the amazing Yatagarasu first commission to be a failure, would you? The only... Okay, so... What? Is Gavel actually in on this? No, she seemed too worried about Sean. I'm confused. Do they even know about that? How can they possibly know so much? Oh, don't get the wrong idea about dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winner is still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean. I just got there first. So there were two kidnapping plots. Oh, what a bunch of clowns. His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake. Is Sean really there with you? Prove it. Put him on the phone.
Oh, he's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. He's sleeping. So sweet.
Then why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all.
If you don't want to believe me, that's up to you.
What do you want? What's the endgame here? Are you trying to get Lagarde acquitted?
Nope. I couldn't care less about whether they find her guilty or not.
So whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winner.
My endgame is going to have to stay a secret for now. Alright, nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay?
Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this.
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Heh. Not at the rate at your chances of bringing me to justice very high.
What was that bang?
Who was that?
I wish I knew, but they didn't give us enough to figure that out. Deliberately, I'd imagine.
What? So we really have nothing to go on? That's not fair. They sure knew a whole lot about us.
They indeed did. You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is that possible when they were party to so much that happened in private?
Right. They knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation, too.
We need to figure out how, where they were getting their information. Let's consider this carefully. What were the things they knew?
With similar, like becoming friends, visit us in a detention center. So, knew about our interaction in the detention center. Knew about the whole Yatagarasu thing with K, which was that. So, yeah. So that was discussed in Chambers.
Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. Got it, K. I know how they knew.
Really?
They were listening in on us, of course. They had to. They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer. Is there a bug on the Yatagarasu pin? Like, hidden somewhere? Like, that has to be it, right? They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer.
Like they were eavesdropping on us?
Think about what the kidnappers said. If only I could see your faces. That means they couldn't, so they weren't filming us or following us.
Okay, so hit a bug somewhere? Take a look at the stuff in my bag.
Where could they have concealed it? We need to go back over what they said again. They knew something about they shouldn't have. Judge Gavel's impromptu visit.
Okay. It's on her cell phone. It's on her cell phone then. Because Kay wasn't present for the visit. Wait, no, we had the pin with us still. I think we still had the pin with us, so it could be the pin or the phone. I think they took everything but the pin.
Judge Gavel.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a seat.
What evidence did I have on my person at that point? The bug must have been hidden here.
Take that!
Okay, can I take a closer look at your badge?
The Yatagarasu pin? No, it's mine.
What?
Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth. Sure, you're a great thief's assistant now. But it doesn't mean you get to wear the pin right away. You have to earn it.
I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs.
Huh? This old thing?
Let's take a look, shall we? Dot. Something I've been wondering about for a while now. But is this pin something you inherited or...
Nope. Nope, there wasn't one, so I made it myself.
I suppose that makes sense. It's quite flashy. Can't imagine any Lucifer wanting to wear it.
You don't have to be so mean, you know.
Bingo.
Huh?
Whoa! So I was right.
How did you know?
Whoever it was is we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently.
They knocked me unconscious, you mean?
Precisely. Which made me think the bug must be on one of your possessions. But they also overheard my conversation with Judge Lavelle when she visited. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time.
I get it.
So you sought back over what they let you keep hold of when they locked you up? Yes. All the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. Meaning the only thing it could possibly have been was your pin.
So they were listening to us the whole time? And they heard everything we said?
I suspect so. Everything to do with this case and more.
Wait, they're probably listening to what we were saying right now.
It may well be yes.
Hey, jerkface.
K.
Eavesdropping coward. Why don't you come out and show yourself?
Huh? Huh? What was that sound?
Ow, ouch, dang it.
Huh?
Hey, look, it's Tabby. I'll sure know it. I'm surprised, girl. Gotta shout loud with a word of warning. And jump halfway out of my skin. Sorry. What's got you so ornery, anyhow? Get a load of this. Seriously, it'll make your blood boil. Will, I'm all ears.
I wonder if it might be better off keeping it to ourselves, Kay. Assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is.
Thanks. I walked into that. Right into that. Oh, come on, you're all no fun at all. Come on, you're open up and spilling the beans over all this here in the plaza.
Better switch off the bug before I forget.
So, y'all find that there kidnapped kitty?
Speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away. Was it the boy in this photograph?
Huh? Nah, that ain't him. Kid I saw looked dumber than mud. He did have some fancy school uniform. Oh, so she saw Eustace getting taken. No prizes for guessing who she means.
So Miss Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. I think we better take another look around. Back to square one. Hopefully we'll turn up some new information. There are only 20 minutes left until 2. Are we going to make it in time?
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, I just had a thought. It's about that phone call. It's a weird noise in the background, right?
There was.
This just happened, game.
Wait, she's right. We heard a loud bang right at the end. That provided a hint as to the kidnapper's location.
A loud bang, you say? I see, I see.
Will you stop eavesdropping?
Boy, you'll never get any cuddler then, do you, Ruffles?
Guess I need to speak with Miss Lloyd, too. Much as I don't want to.
How about that? It'll help from little old me. Y'all made a giant leap closer to solving the case. Closer? Sure. By closer, you mean wound up going after the completely wrong kidnap victim.
She must have barely looked at the photo at all.
Oh, really? Here, I thought y'all
No, but a tip of the century. My bad. It's not your fault. It's ours for putting our trust in unreliable sources. We just have to learn not to do that again. Hey, that ain't cute. I don't give y'all no tips at all, you know? And I won't, not if you're gonna act like that. Alright, fine, maybe just this one. I got a real scoop for you all this time. A real scoop? This should be good. Fine. I'm not expecting much. You got my attention. What's this scoop of yours? Proof, that's what. Proof that Saurosaurus is real. Alright. Okay, we're leaving. Wait, I ain't lying to you, I swear. Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true. We don't have time for this. We also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on the tape recorder, perhaps? Oh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharper than gosh dang tape. Carry the sound of a big old beastie breathing fire is what I captured. I was hoping for a little something better than that. Hey, don't make that face, Dan. I ain't lying. Listen here for yourselves, it ain't true. Alright, ready? It's fire breathing time, dagnabbit. There, well. Kinda hard to tell over all the shouting. Maybe kind of something breathing fire, maybe? And tell me, Miss Lloyd, did you see this fire breathing something with your own eyes? Well, not exactly with my eyes as much. Being as how I was precisely close by when it happened, and surely the real Saurosaurus would be pretty hard to miss, no matter how far you were standing away. Well, see, I was far away. I also record via what you might call non-standard means. Would you mind explaining what you mean by that? Really dug myself a hole here, huh? See, I might have rigged up a little wireless intercept, hoping I could do some scooping detecting. That's so sad. Poor insect. Not an insect, Kay. An intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. Would have allowed her to listen on any nearby transmissions. You know, she's been down here at the big building sniffing around the last couple days. Looking into Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume. Which would mean that you've been listening in on the radio signals in the area, too. Sure have. That's how I went up here in the most sonorous, ear-splitting noise you ever did hear. Pounding of feet, electricity in the air. That was a Saurosaurus at last. You've made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you? Long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything, correct? Hey, I don't need to see things. I'm a writer, you hear? Anyhow, I kept listening down in line comes. Your pal there's voice hollering fit the band. Eavesdropping coward, why don't you come out and show yourself? So she was listening in on that and that loud. Our apologies for that. I'm sure Kate didn't mean to blow you over with that little outburst. I assume it was shocking because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it? What? You saying she planted it? Hey, come on now, I ain't no bug and Jess. A little light-hearted and intercept is all. Would you mind if we borrowed the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd? Will you dang well, please. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. It's these two again. Mr. Saint, Miss Berry. How's the search going? Did you find them? Not yet. Poor Sean. Sean? Oh, nothing. Slip of the tongue. I guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes. You did? That's great. Thanks so much. Maybe they won't arrest me again. You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How did you find Mr. Winter? With some serious investigative magic, that's how. It was pure luck, actually, but never mind. You need our help, huh? That's not true. Thanks so much for joining in the search. Where did you look, by the way? Oh, this place a little way called Sunshine Coliseum. Sunshine Coliseum. That's over by the harbor. A whole bunch of people there for a big event. Well, there's a whole bunch of people over there for a big event. We thought it might be worth a look. You mean like a festival? Oh, that sounds like fun. Wish I could have gone and checked it out. Oh yeah, it was super fun. The food stands and the fireworks. Simon didn't like crowds much, but hey, you don't have to tell him that. Alright, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're all going over to the festival together. I'm kind of lucky you found Prosecutor Winter so quickly. Lucky? In what way? We have to go to practice room for the show. I wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway. I see. I'm sorry to have kept you from your duties at the circus. Oh no, it's nothing. Don't worry about it, really. We're glad to help. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved. Of course. Just because they found him doesn't mean that they'll find Warnegard guilty. What? You mean they still might throw me back in jail? No, I can't go back, I can't. Come on, Kay. Do you really have to torment the poor boy? Mr. Saint, you mentioned fireworks before. Huh? Fireworks? Yes, at the event in the Coliseum. Were they setting them off even during daylight hours? Oh yeah, a bunch went off while we were there. What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth? The loud bang we heard. What if it was a firework? Huh? For the bang to be so clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud. Which means the fireworks. The kidnapper was near the Coliseum, right? But how near? The fireworks were loud. You could possibly hear them from pretty far away. Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad or to even consider doing it ourselves. But if the police were to lend a hand. What are you doing? Stop, Gummy. Why are you running away from us? Gumshoe, we need your help. Detective Gumshoe. Give your badge, sir. I don't know what to do with myself. You stay right where you are, detective. So I thought you weren't going to be a prosecutor anymore. And maybe I shouldn't be a detective either.
but I was wrong. Even if you're not around anymore, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes. And us detectives don't investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into the stuff ourselves, too. Is that what you were doing just now? And back then, too. Yeah, Gumshoe is the one that looked up the information for the case. So Rosie Ringer's autopsy report. When I went down to detention to see how Kay was doing, I also, Gumshoe overheard all this. You overheard that? Yeah. So I went back and looked over the evidence. Dug out a little something I thought might help. No way, Gummy. You're the best. I'd be in prison right now if it wasn't for you. My pleasure, kid. Good to see you got your memory back, by the way. Thanks. So anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff myself these days. And that's it. Wait, Gummy, don't run off again. Get it. You can look into yourself on yourself now. That's great. And it helped me. Right when I needed it the most. Come on, Gumshoe. Come back around and help us. But right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor, or indeed anything, in anything. But we're investigating a case regardless. I ask you this not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Ah! Detective Gumshoe, will you help us? He can't say no to that. He can't say no to that. Ah, stop it, sir. You're killing me here. Come on, Gummy. Alright. I'll do it. Stop growling and being nice to me, okay? It's weird. Gummy. Thank you, Detective. So what do you need? Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigations, Detective? Yes, sir. I sure can. Right. Got 3 big things to tell you. Here it goes. Number 1. Got some results from where the forensics looked at case closed. So I traced what looked to be a powerful sedative. Brand that was 3 of these. I guess that's what she was used to drug her at Gordon Lake. Before she was taken to the roof of the big building. Sure seems that way. Now number 2. Got hold of the footage of the security camera in front of a big building in its elevator. Camera that captured President Wang and Judge Chauvel that night. The elevator is usually the only way of getting up onto the roof, correct? Therefore, anyone using it should be caught on camera. That's right. So I want to tape back 2 nights ago. Should be able to see Kay being carried up there as well, out cold. And, did you spot me, Gummy? I watched it all fast forward. Everything from 2 days ago to the end. Yes, and nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere. So she didn't come through that door. She came through the hatch. I thought it was too good to be true. So how did the kidnapper get her up there? Because it was the red was it the exact same red coat? I think we need to look into a little more detail. The last item on your list? Yes, sir. There's a big one. So the thing I have to tell you is, it's great to be working with you again. I'll be catching purpose is the last thing I do. And that about wraps it up. Put you through a lot, Detective. That doesn't mean I can start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use. Ugh. No mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. Thanks, Mr. Edwards.
Boy has been kidnapped. We need your help to find him.
Kidnapped?
Yes, his name is Sean Finn.
Oh, wait. The kid with the horns.
You know him?
I saw him earlier today.
You mean this morning?
Yeah. He got off on that bus over there and then he walked off toward the garbage disposal area.
Where's that?
Just over there. Where all the officers in Big Building put their trash before it gets taken away. Where he went after that, I couldn't tell. I live right around this.
So you better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area.
So Sean walked off in this direction, huh?
It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues as to his current whereabouts. There's his milk. We'll scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. This milk carton.
That's the same brand Sean drinks.
Something happened to him here. I'm almost certain of it. Trash collected at 11 a.m. I guess that's why the enclosure is empty.
There was a ton of stuff here earlier. Big stuff, too.
Today must have been the day they take the big stuff away.
Yeah, sure looked that way. But it's a big squishamus can squish it all up good anyhow.
They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them away as they are.
They do, huh? I don't even know that, sir.
Wait, his friend is pretty keen for you to join him, right? Maybe sent some kind of pamphlet on how to throw your stuff away when you come to the office. You're spookily insightful sometimes, Kay, but only sometimes. Based on what we've seen here and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Sean was abducted from the garage disposal area. Yeah, it's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh? Why would Sean even come here in the first place? I imagine he must have had something to dispose of. The truck's already come and gone. Guess we'll never know what that something was now, huh? So keep it locked up tight, huh? I guess they don't want non-residents disposing of their trash here. Only two vehicles came through here this morning. A taxi and a blue truck. And that truck is gone now. And Eustace was taken away in a taxi. Right. Well, it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area. And the garbage was collected at 11 a.m.
Oh, I get it now. We know what kind of truck that was.
Indeed. It must have been the garbage truck. The police officer who told us it didn't describe it as much. He only in fact mentioned that it was blue.
Some cop he was. How did he not even notice that it was a cool trash squishing machine?
Because it wasn't. It was a regular garbage day. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It is the day that they collect the larger items. So it was that little truck that we saw. For which they just wouldn't specialize garbage trucks. A regular truck like any other. But it wasn't a garbage truck nonetheless. Where do garbage trucks go?
To the dump, right?
Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised themselves as a trash collector? Because then the truck would probably have been fake too, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump. No, I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real. Yeah? How do you figure that? Another look at the garage disposal area could tell us. Or is it the milk? Is the milk sitting there? Take that! The garbage disposal area is kept locked. Oh yeah. It's only a real garbage collector could get a real garbage truck could have opened it. Precisely. The garbage truck can't have been a fake. Perhaps whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box that they prepared for the job. Now mix that amongst all the other oversized items. The garbage collector would have taken it away, no questions asked. Exactly. Allowing the kidnapper to await the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility. They could have claimed to thrown the box away by mistake and collect it without incident. Alright, so where would they take the garbage after it leaves here? Okay, break it down. Let's see. We would have two possibilities. But which of the garbage processing facilities was Sean taken to? We haven't found anything that might serve as a clue. So based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum. And one of the garbage facilities is right by there too. I think it's likely that's where Sean was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Could I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility? Not like you to ask, sir. It's a little flat, if I'm being totally honest. Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to. You don't mind, even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore. I thought I told you already. Detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors. A detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors. Thank you. Mr. Edwards, we're almost out of time. You're right. We need to hurry. I doubt that Cavell and the others can hold out much longer. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. Won't let you down, sir. Won't be an official search. We'll put my best guys on it. Count on that. I'm coming too, Gummy. I promise I'd snatch Sean from the jaws of danger, and that's what I'm going to do. I'll head back to the courthouse. Who knows? I may be able to drag proceedings out a little longer. Alright, with me everybody, even in the depths of night. Gah, it's already striking 2. There isn't a moment to lose. Yes, sir. But I didn't even finish. There's no other birds to dare to take flight. Can the segment end, please? I need my brain needs a break. Please stop. Well, well, if it isn't our friend ex-prosecutor Edwards. Hello, my dear boy. Celsius winner. The accused will turn and face a prosecution. I'm not done with you yet. I told you, Francisca. That makes sense. Why would I help her? I feel for her, of course. Woman in her prime sent to prison. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of a jail cell? No, that's preposterous.
Objection!
But we have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusted the evidence to your care. I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about.
Or he'd say such a thing. I don't know what he's gotten into him lately.
Objection!
I'm here now, don't worry. What if I could prove that you and Warden Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim?
I'm sorry, prove? I think you've been over this, my dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore? Miles Edgeworth, I'm the one prosecuting this case. What are you thinking barking at?
I'm sorry, Francisca, but it's important. You may speak on behalf of the prosecution, just briefly.
What are you doing?
Judge Gavel, I come before the court with important new evidence. I ask that you allow me to present it.
Have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way this can be allowed.
Objection!
Well, the defense hopes you let him, G. Just saying. What's the thinking over there on the prosecution side there, Frandingo?
Fine. The prosecution has no objection.
Objection!
Nobody cares what you think of Celsius.
Your objections are neither here nor there. This isn't a democracy, it's a courtroom. This is flagrant contempt. Isn't that right, Fairy?
No. As long as Sean's still missing. She'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winter wants. There was only when something telling her that it might be found at any moment. Judge Gavel, I would ask only this, that you trust in me, and in my assistant, just this once.
Speaking of which, where is Kay Faraday?
She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all.
Objection!
Nonsense. There's no more evidence to be found. You're just stalling for time.
Objection!
Most important piece of evidence of all, eh? Hey, G, I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe we should trust in Miles' little pal. What do you say? I mean, I say little pal, but there's way more than that. He's the one and only great thief yet to Garasu. It seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at the last, at least. Judge Gavel. Talking about, the evidence I'm talking about, we're almost certain we know where it is. Kay's only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger.
Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it.
You have my thanks.
Have you all gone completely mad?
You said you had important new evidence.
Evidence of what exactly?
Just what I said. That Warren Lagarde and Chairman Winner are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you. What proves the link between Excelsius Winter and Fifi Lagarde?
Take that!
This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone. Oh yeah? And who might that be? The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warren Lagarde. Wait, that the interrogation where... Yes, where Knight was killed. This document shows Warren Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered.
This is indeed important evidence.
Objection!
Miles Edgeworth, you referred to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate to whom this report was addressed?
A very good question, Miss Von Karl. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We recovered this document in a safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of a big building.
That's the storeroom where lots of underground auction were kept.
It is. An auction, if you recall, was presided over by one Excelsius Winner. And And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. Do you still mean to insist that you and Warren the guard barely knew one another? I'll refrain from commenting on that matter, for the moment if you don't mind. So he's pleading the fifth, huh? What? I don't believe you conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it? Have you forgotten the events of this morning already? I think we proved that fact more than adequately. I'll admit defeat in that particular arena, yes. But that was not a courtroom. Actually, it was. It was a courtroom, actually. Can you prove the same thing here, my boy? That I was the ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then well. You certainly can't prove that the report was addressed to me. You won't wriggle your way out of this one. So unfair. Verity, please, I'm begging. I'm not being deliberate at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Like you when you permitted Mr. Edwards in this bizarre interlude. That was most unlike you. It's saddening, truly it is, to see you failing in your sacred duty to the law. It's almost saddening enough for me to want to take drastic measures. You're under arrest, dude. You have no authority. You're right, of course. Until the fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it cannot truly be considered a fact. I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edwards' theory be struck from the record. It's no good. She has to know for certain that Sean is safe. I'm sorry, my boy, but what counts as truth out in the field and in the courtroom are two different things. And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you're scurrilous soul. I do not know those things. I'm simply accepting the court's verdict as the truth. It should be, so it should acquit me, as should you. If we can't find the missing evidence, we're in trouble here. Very well, Freddy. I think I've heard all I need to, don't you? There's no way that the evidence is turning up. Ever. A quick not guilty verdict, and we should all go home.
Objection!
You sister rascal. Who said that? Dad! Eustace. What are you doing here? Mr. Winner, what is the meaning of this? And where have you been? You can't abandon your duties like that. I'm sorry, You're unfit to be a prosecutor. You are a complete, utter disgrace. Why, Eustace? Why can't you get it into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you. Edgeworth, step in here, bro. Dad, I brought some vital evidence. So, can I please take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Pretty please? Well, well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise.
Objection!
Oh, Eustace, my boy. What's gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on? Ed, Come on, my boy. Spit it out. What is it? What do you want Daddy to play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? All right, why don't you run along home, and I'll be with you soon. Get back in the stand right now. What's gotten into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection!
Judge Gavel, the prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can't call it into the proceedings just yet. No objections from team defense. Only wish we could have our original team captain say that herself, though. Come on, Francisca. Yes. The prosecution has no objections. You think this farce is going to continue? There is no chance of that. Not at all. Isn't that right, Verity? He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean, but we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Gavel's hands are still tied. Uh-oh. That sound. That's her cell phone. Mine also is ringing. Everyone's phones are ringing. Mr. Edwards. Mr. Fender. We found Sean. Yay! We found Sean. Detective, you did it. It's the most important piece of evidence of all. That's some stellar work for you great thieves. Thanks. We just thought you should know right away. See y'all soon. Judge Gavel, it's for you. Hello. Yes. Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? Alright, be careful. I'll see you back at home. The proceedings will continue. I feel a certain freedom returning to my hammer arm. No, how? This is some idiotic joke. There is no such thing. The witness will return to the stand. And Mr. Winner will step up to the prosecutor's bench. Yes, ma'am. Eustace Winner. Yes? I leave matters in your hands. Huh? Facing down your own father. This won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me. Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winner, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court. So, a knife and chisel. Whoa, you tracked down a missing murder majigs? Well, Mr. Winner, did you? About that, No, I couldn't find him. I searched everywhere. Everywhere. It was too late. Too late. How so? I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage in the morning. He was carrying something wrapped in newspaper. Where are you going, Dad? No, Eustace. I was just on my way to throw out some trash. I heard this tingling sound.
Oh, he had it on him. Tingling, huh? Let me guess. It was a bill from Conus's chisel. You mean to tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence?
I tried my best, but it was too late. I'm sorry.
Said you looked everywhere. Everywhere where?
Literally everywhere. I even went to the dog. I got down on my hands and knees and dug through the garbage. Weird stuff had to be in there somewhere.
Wait, that's Eustace.
Hey, what are you doing here? Totally ignored me.
So that's what he was doing. He even went to the forest to search the dump.
But all I found was this.
And this is a little pungent for one thing. Yeah, you're a little on the ripe side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here.
What do you expect?
And the knife.
It's probably somewhere among all the trash. There's too much to go through on my own.
Very well. The court will accept this item you have presented into evidence. Yeah, you've really outdone yourself, Eustace. You never failed to disappoint, dear boy. You dug through the rotten garbage with your own bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it. Oh, you drive me to tears. You really do.
Objection!
Maybe a little too soon to turn on the waterworks just yet. Dad, let's take a closer look first. If you wish to waste your time, be my guest. Hey, Eustace Miles. You're a devastating and handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy in the face with the truth. Seems Fender is on board too. Good. Let's see if we can find an opening. Mr. Winter, could you tell me the piece of evidence you found? Huh?
Sure.
Is this actually it? And he just doesn't realize it? Let's open it up, shall we? We can only hope there's something of value inside. It's the bell! Could this be the bell that was on Conus's chisel? Perhaps there's some trace evidence that we can prove the other. It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless. Look at it. Spotless. Well, Mr. Winner? Do tell. Was there anything interesting inside that little scrap of paper? Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why was it even accepted into evidence? It's merely a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts. We use his efforts for nothing. It's true that the bell will not be used to as evidence. Nonetheless.
Come on, Hedgeworth, we can't give up yet.
As calm and collected as ever, I see, Miles. Unlike my poor idiot son. Are we to assume that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter? Very well.
Objection!
Not so fast, Cavell. We're not done yet. There's one thing I still haven't looked up properly. Really, my boy, you want us to believe there's more. Desperation is never a good look, you know. Since Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely, so we might not necessarily be dealing with an unusual, useless piece of trash. Can't know for sure without looking more closely. If I'm right, we're talking about newspaper? Talking about the piece of newspaper the bell was wrapped in. Seems we're really thinking the same thing. Ah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Sugarly so. Some might call it a heroic optimism. Some might call it collecting at straws.
But whatever one calls it, to put it on one's face on a worthless piece of garbage. That takes belief. Let's take a closer look and see it. It's as worthless as you say, shall we? Use this if you'd be so kind. Oh shoot! Hey, look! It's covered in some sort of oil. Judge Cavelli, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. But I request that you call in somebody for forensics. Very well. Summon a technician right away. It's very clearly not fingerprints on it. These are the fingerprint marks. Unfortunately, it looks like they were made from somebody wearing gloves. No! Yep, it's the gloves. Oh dear, well, it doesn't give you very much in the way of evidence, does it? But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. And what kind of idiot would someone handling that was like that without gloves? Oh, that's right, the kind that would fail desperately like you, by the way. Wow, way to talk about your kids, Super Dad. Dad of the year. Merely calling a spade. Or as in this case, an idiot. Real winners know when to keep their emotions out of things. Take no pity on the weak and the foolish, including their own ineffective offspring. Dad! You spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. Well, thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know how exactly those prizes were won. It is all thanks to me. Thanks to the power I wield. You've never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been courted. First by me, then by Verity. Dad. Oh, dry your garbage-smelling tears. Garbage-smelling? Not that it's a stench that doesn't suit you. Even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust.
Objection!
No, you're wrong. I am, my boy. Wrong about the what? I'm not the one that smells. You are. What did you say? Yeah, you smell. You don't even realize it. You couldn't even hide it if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff. Right where his finger marks are. You want me to smell it? Is that oil? Yep, and I know where it came from. Wait, I know it from somewhere too. So it's of engine oil in here. Guess Mr. Winters Sr. must have been off something of a motor. The odor tells us something important. It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away. But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. And I'll never be able to stand up him, no matter what he's done. Eustace. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from now on. Different from your father. A different kind of prosecutor. And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom. The prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth. To see that comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes, and we can see their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. I made you a promise. I said if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here, right by your side. Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right. Those finger marks tie my dad to this crime. We just need to show everybody how. Oh, wrong thing. Let's go, Eustace. Together. Take that! The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace. It's the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even. Yep, and we both smell it before the same place. Yes, in Chairman Winter's garage. What's more, the fingerprints feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines letters D-E-A-T-H, the same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves.
Objection!
Oh, gloves that can be bought in any store. How does that prove anything, my dear boy?
Objection!
How indeed. That's not the only thing that connects the gloves to your piece of evidence we found. Let's look again at the scrap of paper that was wrapped in. And compare it to where the gloves were found. The feature that undeniably connects the two. Letters. Or is it... They did just mention the letters. Or does it want this? Or is it the letter A because it's messed up? Look at the letter A on the finger. Half of it is missing. Exactly as it's printed on the newspaper.
What?
I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt on the glove cover. I think we might have a worse... It might be worth having its composition compared to that on the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make even for stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winter's glove. Officer, have the dirt on these two pieces of evidence compared right away.
Curse you, Edgeworth, and Eustace. Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors.
Sorry, Dad, but I think it's time you admitted defeat. You suppressed vital evidence, and we disproved that in a court of law. And you did it to try and protect the defendant.
What? Do you think you're going to be able to make that stick? Do you think you'll be able to send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You're a fool, little child. A fool!
Objection!
Just give it up, Dad. Admit it was you who did it.
Objection!
You think you'll stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes.
You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted was to be a prosecutor, to make you proud. But after your mean men kidnapped me, I was lying there in the dark all on my own. I got to thinking of how powerless I was in all of this, because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then... Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere, and showed me a way forward. I don't need your approval anymore, and I don't need you. After all, I found the evidence of my own, didn't I? Yes, you did. Yes. My men kidnapped you. What are you talking about?
Objection!
I guess the courtroom is as good as any place to tell you the truth, Dad.
Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace. You always will be.
I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember. But I want you to know that, despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. Thanks for everything, Excelsius. And goodbye.
You. When did you... You need me to get... Eustace!
The court hereby accepts that the vital evidence in the case was suppressed by Chairman Winner. The crime will be tried and at an appropriate punishment decided at a future date. But for now, we must turn to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which we still have not been found. However, I believe a floor search at the Garber facility may well remedy that. What are you going to dig through all that trash for a knife, darling? But then...
Don't worry, Warden the Guard. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant.
Oh, you devil! Punishment? Moi? Impossible! Excelsior, you blithering buffoon! What did you do? What did you do? Oh, you're swagger him, bluster out! You never declare me guilty! Now cease! It was the one I was after. I went after they arrested me because you made me believe that I could trust you. Not to mention that you did kidnap a child and try to help me. It didn't even work, idiot! You feckless, useless idiot of a man!
An unsightly outburst, to say the least. But an informative one, too. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace? Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right? Yes, she did. We really need to work on your confidence. Very well. It seems I may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last.
Not so fast!
Stop! Stop! Please, just stop! Lang, what are you doing?
Who's that?
What do you want, Lang?
Sorry, Gentryville. Your happy ending will have to wait. Lang Z says, the end of the trial is not necessary. The end of the matter. Who are you? Just a lonely lone wolf investigator by the name of Shilong Lang. You're not a lone wolf. You walked in with 2 people. And you have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it? Ha! Not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guilty as in you know.
Lang? Like the Lang from 12 years ago?
She's connected to 12 years ago? Yep. Good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for it to get to what was coming for you. Agent Lang, explain yourself. Are you familiar with this SS5 incident? I certainly am. Double 12 years back. Wait, 12 years. Was his father killed 12 years ago? Is that why he cares so much about the SS5? Could all this be connected to Agent Lang's father and his relationship with the president somehow? Fear the guy, an Excelsior winner. In the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family name into the dirt. Are we to assume that you have some personal connection to the incident in question? I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet. Right now, I'm here for you, Gavel. Me? Oh yeah, you and one other person.
Sean!
You're both under arrest. On suspicion of having conspired to murder Diju Wang, president of Zing 5.
Objection!
Where's your evidence, Agent Lang?
Not so fast!
All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't started our investigation. I want my suspects on the scene with me while I look over Zing and everything again. What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know. If you got a problem, you're more than welcome to tag along. Oh, believe me, I will.
The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving the mystery of the president's murder, or uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings. Or figuring out who was on the phone. Yes, I'd say the matter is far from over yet.